I know y'all hear that. I know y'all hear that. Well, welcome, welcome. We are gathered here today on another sad occasion. Yo, man. This really isn't cool. So, it's messed up because part of my humor wants to come out and part of my seriousness wants to be there. But okay. So Chester Bennington of Linkin Park died, right? But OJ's out. Hey, okay. So I'm sorry. I just had to. OJ got parole. You know. I wonder how much Dave Chappelle had to do with that. But okay. So back to Chester. So for real, man, Linkin Park plays a major part in my life, and their music and stuff is really awesome. One of the very first songs anyone ever asked me to learn and play on the drums was Faint by Linkin Park. That song I was just playing, Breaking the Habit, dude. That song, when I was a teenager, was the song. Alright, you gotta realize what Linkin Park did. Linkin Park did so many things that was so different, so influential, so on point at the time when they came out. So when they came out, Linkin Park hit right at the time when Green Day and grunge and all that shit was kind of happening, right? And then all of a sudden, here comes this, are they punk? Are they metal? Are they rap metal group that comes out of nowhere? And then the crazy thing was, their first album or so, I think one or two albums, they had themselves in the videos and stuff. But then they went on this streak where they had these anime videos, and all their videos were these animated cartoons, and you gotta realize no one was doing that. This is pre-Gorillaz. You know what I'm saying? So this wasn't a thing like that. And so for them to be animating themselves and putting themselves in Gundams and all this crazy stuff, it was nuts. Then on top of that, then you got these guys. They said, you know what? Our music is so great, and we're the number one band right now. We need to get with the number one rap artist. And they got with Jay-Z. And not only did they get with Jay-Z and do a song, they didn't just do a song. They did a whole album. And not only did they do an album, but they did a tour. Okay? They toured with Jay-fucking-Z. Okay? And this was right after Jay-Z just finished touring with R. Kelly. You got to think about that. Jay-Z was like, let me do an album with R. Kelly, best of both worlds. Let me go on a tour with him, hop off of that shit, and let me jump on this with Linkin Park. So he went from I'm sorry, this is about to become about Jay-Z for a quick second, but he went from R&B, right, to doing a joint with an R&B artist to immediately switching over and doing a joint with rock artists. And that was just crazy that they even fused all that together. I definitely had to play some of their music on the drums today, just as a tribute. It was crazy to find that out. 41 years old, apparently, possibly through suicide. For real, we just lost the lead singer of Soundgarden not too long ago. Now this, and for real, I even had a friend, a close friend and real homie, die recently too. So all this stuff hitting it at once is just ridiculous. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be one of these people when Michael Jackson died, to go off and murk myself or whatever, and be all crazy. I'm not that into them. I'm not that into them. I'm pretty damn into them. I'm really upset that I didn't get to see them live like that. And that was the fucked up thing. They were just about to go on tour. I mean, trust me, there's more fucked up stuff going on. He's got kids, family, a whole bunch of shit. But from a spectator standpoint, someone who enjoys the music and their art and would like to see how they perform, damn, that sucks. I wouldn't get to see that. And and that's not cool either. I was actually looking forward for real to actually seeing them this year. So but man, that's crazy. But for real, like for someone to get to that point, get to where they feel that maybe they're not understood or not heard or not loved or not felt, or they just don't feel anything within themselves. They should. I understand people do try to speak about it in different ways, and they really try. And sometimes it's indirect, and sometimes it's very direct. But just try to listen to those people when there's kind of a cry for help or something, because who knows? A lot of people are smiling on the outside but crying on the inside. So, and it doesn't matter if you have money or you don't have money, because like everyone can die from the same shit. Everyone feels the same stuff, and everyone's hurt from different things. So no telling what a person's harboring or what could have happened to them or whatever. So that's why you're supposed to treat people a certain way. And because you never know what someone went through to be where they are, to be in front of you, for you to be mistreating them. You get what I'm saying? So, or just, it's also a thing of you might think someone has it all or whatever, and they don't feel the same way, So, all in all, music is like, it's crazy. I'm not gonna be like, oh, the music industry is gonna be so different, or things are gonna be so different. Like, it's not really gonna be like that or nothing. But just from a standpoint of like someone who enjoys their music, it's just like, damn, that fucking sucks. Like, you got to think about some of these bands that are still touring and still doing stuff, and how old they are, and then look at how you got to really think Linkin Park as far as a rock band goes, and how longevity of a rock band lasts. They were really young still, and that is just wild. And but I hope their situation works out. Same with my friends and family and those people that are dealing with the same thing, and anyone else who might be dealing with that, because this stuff is tough. And people joke about it and do these different things and say different things or whatever, but I don't know, sometimes it never really connects until you have a connection to it. And so like different little suicide things and like little kill yourself jokes and all that type of stuff used to didn't really hit till like I really had a friend kill himself, and then it was just kind of like, that's one section of comedy that like not so funny, but I get the jokes. I caught myself, I forgot who it was. Some comedian had a suicide joke not too long ago, and I did kind of laugh just a little bit. Like, it made me laugh just a little bit, but still, it's kind of like, damn, because I know some people, and who knows, man. And not everybody is it that. Sometimes something happens, something just went wrong. I don't know, and and it just looks that way. And that's another thing that sucks, is there's no explanation when these things happen to people, or when people do it to themselves. A lot of time there's no explanation or whatever, and so the people closest to them are left with a lot of questions. And for those people who are close to the people that may have lost someone, or may have someone that seems like they are contemplating suicide or may have suicidal tendencies or thoughts, don't feel guilty necessarily, because we're not X-Men, Like, not everybody's Jean Grey. We can't just read everybody's thoughts and then know exactly what to say to somebody or exactly how to care for a person in their times, right? So it's one of those things that you can't, the fact that someone would do that to themselves, you can't fully allow that to stop you from being you or whatever, unless the person did it and straight up like left some shit or said some shit and was like, this is because of you, like, then you might need to reevaluate some things about yourself, right? So yeah, at some point I'm probably gonna do a Jay-Z like 444 album review thing. I can't remember if I did it already. I thought I did, but I think I just did it mentally and never actually recorded. But like, cause sometimes I'll do that. Like I'll go over a whole like rant in my head as to kind of how I want to do it or say certain things, try to remember certain stuff, and then I'll just press the record button whenever I get to it. But I don't think I've done the 444 joint, so that'll be cool. I'm gonna do that. I'm hungry. It's been long enough now. I think my Wingstop is ready. I'm gonna go get that. Well, I guess I'll play out with a little, little Chester and the boys. But yeah, man, the video was animated. I'm looking at the video for this right now, and it's just like cartoons doing stuff and everything. It was so cool, and they had themselves in like cartoon form at certain points, and then like the whole video is like halfway in reverse, like it's actually going backwards. I never noticed that before. That's so cool. But yeah, man, Royal G over and out. Thank you for tuning in to the Royal Rant. It was good talking to you.